So, as you guys know, I play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've got lots of cards and decks and things like that, but I also have just really enjoyed getting the weird kind of just memorabilia and classic stuff from the early 2000s. I've got 3 different things I want to show you guys today. I do have plenty more stuff, so if you guys enjoy this type of thing and want to see more of the weird Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff that we have around here, definitely let me know. Drop a like, of course, and share any other cool things that either you have, maybe we should try to get our hands on them, whatever. Okay, so the first thing is this Yu-Gi-Oh! Mattel Duel Disc. Now, a lot of people do know about this. It's something that's kind of like a toy. I know a bit of the history about this. So basically this Duel Disc released in 2003. I want to say 2003. And it's modeled after the original Battle City Duel Disc. Now, it's cool, right? You know, you can put your cards down and all that stuff, but there are some key differences from the show and a couple of deficits that come along with it. But first I'll show you the cool stuff. So if you press this button under here, there's actually 2 different buttons. This switch, and I think this switch is supposed to control life points, though I don't have batteries, or I think it turns it on, but I don't have batteries in this. So yeah, if you press this button, it will transform. I'm gonna put it on first and then show you guys. So the way that you put this on, I think it's left hand, I believe. Yeah, it's for kids, so since I'm skinny, it will work on my wrist, but for most adults, this isn't exactly gonna be the world's most comfortable thing. Use these Velcro straps to get it in position, and now I've got it on my arm, so I'm a duelist. Yeah, so if you press this button here, I think, yeah. If you press this button here, it will basically transform. So now you're ready to duel. Yeah, so let's get some cards in here real quick. All right, I've got some random cards. There's a Link monster in here. This clearly isn't an actual deck. But yeah, your deck goes in here. So you can just slide it in, and then you take this part, and now your deck's secure. So I guess you can draw your cards, but your cards won't fall out if you're kind of going all over the place. Hopefully they won't. There are problems with that coming up. And yeah, this is where your life points would go. These would control the life points. However, I don't have batteries in here, so you can't actually control the life points. I can't control the life points here, but if you had batteries, I think it takes watch batteries, and it would work, and they light up and they're red. So that's really neat. This is where your graveyard goes. So, you know, you could have maybe some cards in the grave. This actually lifts up to make it a little bit easier to put cards in. So, you know, that's cool. They barely seem to fit. Speaking of barely fitting, that's another problem with this. So, if I have a regular card, I can summon it. I guess you're probably supposed to summon it like this, is my assumption, so that your opponent can see it, because if you and your opponent are both playing. Yeah, but the problem, of course, is that this doesn't have a sleeve. So if you use it on here, it's gonna damage your card over time. But this thing doesn't fit cards that are in card sleeves. In fact, let me find a sleeve real quick and I can show you. I found a sleeve. Yeah, as you guys can see, this card, you know, you're supposed to kind of just insert it here and it sort of stays pinned into place. But I think if you use a sleeve, it probably won't fit. It definitely won't fit in the deck or graveyard zone, so you can forget about that, right? It's just bigger. But even just putting it in here, I don't think works. Yeah, you can't even get it in here, so that's a problem. Now, they made a later version of this that I think is a little bit wider and can fit sleeves. I'm not 100% sure, but the deck area can hold up to 65 to about 69 cards. Any more than that and you're kind of SOL. And as you guys know, this is a kids product, so kids were the ones who were going to be buying this, and they had 200 card decks you couldn't fit in here. The grave only fits up to 25 cards, so that's obviously an issue. One key difference from the show is, I think in the show when they placed cards face down, they would put them in like this, but they changed the Duel Disc to have you put your face down cards in like that. So mainly so your opponent can, you know, see it. Also, there's nowhere to put an extra deck or a banished zone. This is where field spells go, so that's kind of neat if you wanted to, you know, play a field spell, I suppose. Suppose it would go in something like this, you know, that's your field spell zone. Pretty neat. I think it's actually like that in the show as well. But yeah, all in all, it's a pretty neat product. I think it's kind of meant more for collecting than for playing. Later on, they did release more versions of this. They made a Chaos Duel Disc based on the Waking the Dragons arc, and they also made, I think, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX like Duel Academy style dual discs. So that's really neat. And recently, like just as of last year, the company Bandai made an updated kind of Proplica dual disc. It's made of better materials and also has life points. These are all made by the toy company Mattel back in 2003. So they're all very old. I've actually got 2 of these, and we used 2 of these dual discs in a skit pretty recently. Alec and Alex did a mock anime duel. You know, it was cringy, but you should watch it. So yeah, all in all, pretty neat product. Hard to find these days. When these were on sale back in the day, they cost like 30 or 40 bucks, and you could find them at like a Walmart or a Toys R Us. Today, you have to go on eBay and pray, because it starts at like 100, 150 and just kind of goes up from there depending on the condition, if they have the original box, which I don't have an original box, and I'd really love to get one. Okay, so the next thing that I've got is this awesome pot of greed. If I speak into it, you can actually hear me kind of like making some sort of projected thing. But yeah, this is a pot of greed replica. So it's actually ceramic. It's a real sort of like pottery thing that was made in Japan. It was sold by Premium Bandai, just like those new Duel Disc props. You had to actually buy this last year. So I remember when they announced it, like sometime in 2019, you could pre-order it for only about $110, $105, $110. So not all that much considering what you're getting here. But since then, it has only had like a single run, and now if you want to get one, you have to get it off the secondary market like I did and pay a couple times more than that. So that sucks, but let's talk about the pot itself. So this is Pot of Greed, kind of ugly, but they did use actual like real, what would you call this? I guess like some type of a glossy paint, like ceramic paint maybe, I don't know. But they're individually painted, so every Pot of Greed is ever so slightly different and has sort of its own like personality, I guess you could say. So that's kind of neat. You can really sort of see the paint in like some places more so than others. And it's like all the way around, it's even got the handle. When I first got this, I think my initial impression was that it's a bit lighter than I expected from the pictures that I saw. Like I wasn't sure if it was going to be something that was like really heavy, you know, pottery, or if it was going to kind of feel hollow. It doesn't feel like it's hollow like on the edges, but it definitely like is empty inside. So yeah, I like it. You could like hold it like this, but you're not really supposed to. In the instructions that this thing comes with, it actually stresses that, you know, you're not supposed to put liquids in it. You really shouldn't store anything in it. It's a prop, not really much else. So with all that being said, I still don't actually know what this thing does. Now, the rumor has it, of course, that if you reach inside, something will come out. But that's just a rumor. Okay, so we've come out here to show you guys the third and final thing. You'll have to excuse the video quality. I'm actually using my phone because we had a bit of a camera malfunction. This is the third object, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Skateboard. So this is actually a pretty cool product. The main reason being, there were actually a bunch of different Yu-Gi-Oh! Skateboards that were all released during, I guess, these early kind of 2000s. I think this particular one was released in 2000, and if you look under here, because this is the design, right here it says 1996 Kazuki Takahashi 2002 Sport Fun. Yeah, so this is the design on the back. I actually got this used on eBay for not as much money as you would think. This only cost me maybe like 50 or 60 bucks. It's clearly very used. The wheels are, you know, kind of dirty. They're tighter than you would think though for like a skateboard, because doesn't this, Alec the cameraman knows a little bit about skateboarding. Don't these get like kind of loose and stuff after? It's got Yu-Gi-Oh, it's got Yugi. There are a bunch of different designs that these typically come in. I've seen, even when I was just buying them on eBay, there were like a bunch. I'm no skateboarder, but For the sake of this video, for the sake of YouTube, I'm gonna try, and it's okay because I've got Alec here with me who will guide me towards becoming a better skater, and if I can't do it, he'll show me how. Right? All right, I've got it here on the ground, and I believe this is how it starts. And, all right.
Go ahead.
I'm skateboarding.
You should go ahead and use the screws as kind of a guide.
Okay, so like this? Can I do it?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I was getting some... I haven't fallen off, so that's something, right? Okay. Well,
that's all for today's video.
Alec knows how to skateboard.
I don't know.
Okay, so what's the proper technique here?
I don't know what proper technique is. I just like to take my right foot up top. I guess this means I'm skating like left-handed, I guess, because I think you're supposed to use your right foot in the back, by using on the front.
Okay.
And I place my back foot like so. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, just how I learned to do it.
Well, you know more than me, so.
And I just kick and I go.
Oh, well. How does the flip, the kick?
Flip.
Yeah, what is that called? What's that called? An ollie?
Flip or an ollie?
What is that?
I can barely do either.
What is that?
Okay, an ollie is essentially when you pop the board up off the ground, you get a bit of lift, and then you land it. That's an ollie.
Can you do that?
I can't.
What can you do?
I have the basic idea of an ollie down.
All right, show us. Oh, skateboarding master. Was that it?
Not successful, but close.
Okay, well. All right, so this video is sponsored by Ridge Wallets. As you guys know, I've actually been using this wallet for nearly a year now. It's actually a great thing. So let's talk about it. The Ridge Wallet is small, it's slim, it's sleek, it's modern, and it holds a lot of different cards inside. You just press up here and all your cards slide out. For example, here, I've got this awesome Ridge gift card. If you use this code, you can actually get even more than what I'm gonna offer you in the comments. But more importantly, yeah, it comes in a lot of different designs. It's, you know, got a carbon fiber one here, but they've got different aluminum and just other color variations. And there's even a clip for money if you do carry cash. I don't, but you know, some people do. And yeah, all around, just a really great wallet. If you guys want to pick it up, check out ridge.com/APS. The link is in the description. You'll get a small discount and help support the channel. And this makes a really great gift for the holidays. All right, so anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that quick look at a few of the interesting Yu-Gi-Oh! Products and just things, pieces of history that I've collected. Some are new, some are old. We've got other stuff, and there's things that I'd like to still get my hands on. So yeah, if you have any other things that you'd like me to maybe try to pick up, you think would be interesting, let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss any of our other future Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. We've got some pretty exciting stuff coming up. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Pass turn.